Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Anyway, I'm just getting ready for the overnight shift radio show, and everything looks good so far. I think it's going to be a good show. Stick around.
To WPAT 9:30 a.m.
The following program is presented by its producer, host, and sponsors.
Assalamu alaikum and good morning, and welcome to the overnight shift on the AM 930 WPAT, and my name is Dawoud, the original Renegade Sufi, and I will be with you for one half of 1 hour, bringing you music of a beautiful and arcane nature. This is, of course, the music that you cannot get anywhere else. Well, you can get it someplace else if you looked hard enough, but I'm doing all the heavy lifting for you. So sit back and relax and enjoy the ride. But before we begin, special shout out to the executive producer of this show, the following show, which is the hour before, and the one following that, the New Day for All Islam in America. I'm speaking, of course, of Brother William Kareem, who will be taking control of the airwaves into his very capable hands in approximately 30 minutes or so. Special shout out to the man himself, Industrial Strength DJ Obavy, who is shouting in the background gleefully and joyfully because he knows that he had just brought you 2 hours of the finest music from the African continent and has successfully navigated the jumbo jet during that station break from Africa to Lower Manhattan, where I happen to be, and handed the reins over to me. Anyway, without any further ado, you have probably heard that Ginger Baker, one of the greatest drummers of the 20th century, arguably one of the great drummers of the 20th century, recently passed away at the age of 80. He had played with Graham Bond, he played with Cream, he played with Blind Faith, Ginger Baker's Air Force, he did stints with Fela Kuti, and he did all kinds of things. And in addition, of course, to being a great drummer, he was also a raging and unpredictable madman. But that aside, this is in honor of the passing of a truly great musician. Than Eric Clapton and the mighty drumming of Ginger Baker. You know, there was a documentary that they did on Ginger Baker a few years back, and one of the things that struck me was that there was a scene that they filmed. It was, and of course, he was showing how wild and unpredictable he was. He was a complete lunatic. He was out of control. In fact, during the filming of the documentary, he actually broke the director's nose, got mad at him and whacked him with his cane, because by that time he was an old man. But there was one scene where he was talking about how his childhood heroes, Art Blakey, Max Roach, Elvin Jones, and people like that, not only considered him a friend, but also a musical equal. And when he was talking about that, this raging madman had tears in his eyes. He was beaming about this. This was the only thing that really and truly mattered to him in his life, and he had achieved it. So, you think about it. There's very few of us that can actually say that we have actually achieved something like that. So, God bless you, and for all of you people in the hereafter, beware of Mr. Baker. And moving right along, I want to send this out to two friends of mine, Chanana Mano and Arya Blackwood. I think that you're both listening, or at least one of you are listening. Anyway, this one is going out to you.
My tears
Blue Velvet by Tony Bennett. And that one goes out to Ms. Mano and Ms. Blackwood, a couple of friends of mine. You know, the time here goes by so fast, but I really have a good time sharing this music with you. So I'd like to share something else with you. I recently took a vacation. I went, in part of my vacation, I went back to my hometown of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Now, back in my day, there was a regional hit that actually came from Chicago, but it actually meant something to us up in Milwaukee. So in that whole area in the late 70s, early 80s, there was a certain vibe that we had. And this song, you know, if you weren't from that part of the country, you might not be aware of what that whole thing is. But you know, everybody has this. Everybody's got their own little thing, and I'd like to share with you one of my little things. This is a song, a bit of the culture that I came from. It's a song by a group called Aliota, Haynes, and Jeremiah.
From Wisconsin?
From Wisconsin. No, they were from Chicago.
Oh, they were from Chicago.
But that's close enough. That's close enough. I mean, we had dealings with Chicago and, you know, Milwaukee. I mean, it's just, you know, back and forth. You know, we were all buddies, at least for the most part. But anyway, this is a song called Lakeshore Drive.
That's all north from Hollywood, water on the driver's side. Concrete mountains rearing up, those shadows just about 5. Sometimes you can smell the green if your mind is feeling fine. You know my place to be, running Lakeshore Drive. There's no peace of mind, the place you see, riding on Lakeshore Drive. Anywhere I found, running south on Lakeshore Drive, heading into town, just slipping on by on LSD, Friday night trouble bound.
Aliota, Haynes, and Jeremiah with the classic Lakeshore Drive, just slipping on by on Lakeshore Drive. And you are tuned in to the overnight shift on AM 930 WPAT, and my name is Dawoud the Renegade Sufi, and I've got a little bit more time with you. I've got something that might tickle your fancy here. This is something a little different. This is something fairly new. This is a piece by an electronic musician. Uses nothing but synthesizers, calls himself Hermod, and this is an arrangement of Claude Debussy's classic piece, Clair de Lune. Let's give this a listen. Debussy's Clair de Lune, interpreted by Hermod. And I'd like to take a moment to send a shout out to our old buddy Christian Varley. he was the one that used to have this section of the airwaves on Sunday mornings, and he let it go.
Morning.
Yeah, Saturday mornings. Yeah, Sunday, Saturday. I don't know what day it is, but anyway, he used to, and he was kind enough to allow me to do the same thing that Brother William Kareem is kind enough to allow me to do, and. Yeah, I've been getting away with this for I don't know how many years, pulling off all kinds of nonsense on the air. But anyway, Christian, Brother Christian, wherever you are in this world, we love you. We miss you. I hope everything is well with you. Anyway, let's continue with a little bit more music. Oh my goodness, I don't know where to begin. I've got so much that I could share with you. Brother William, I've got two pieces here. No. Okay, because I got two pieces I'm on the fence about. One is a very strange rock song, and one of them is a very strange country song. What do you think?
Country.
Country, all right, you got it, man.
Yeah,
you got it.
Man.
This is okay. Our executive producer has thrown in his 2 cents, and we're going to ride with it. This is a piece by none other than the New Riders of the Purple Sage. This is a piece called Panama Red. Let's give this a listen. Panama Red, Panama Red. You steal your woman and you rob your head. Panama Red, Panama Red. On his white horse, Mescalito, he comes cruising through town. Bet your woman is up in bed with old Panama Red. The judge don't know when red. Panama Red, Panama Red. That was the New Riders of the Purple Sage with their classic tune Panama Red, and it's too bad that you guys in the radio land couldn't hear me and William Kareem dancing and singing to this one. Anyway, my time here is drawing to a close, and I'm going to leave you with a little something. But before I do, I want to thank you all for tuning in. I really enjoy this time that I spend with you. It's one of the highlights of my week, and I hope it's one of yours as well. Don't forget to consider supporting this radio broadcast, and how can we do that?
A New Day for alislam.com.
Go to a newdayforalislam.com, and all of the information to do so will be right there, because well, I don't know about any of you, but I'm not making a penny off of this, but I don't mind. I'm perfectly content, at least for the moment. But in any case, wherever you are, I pray that you're warm, you're safe, you're happy, you're healthy, you're with someone you love, and your cookie jar is filled to the very brim with the cookies of your choice. And I am going to leave you with a little piece called Lonely Woman by Ornette Coleman.
There you go. All right.
There. That wasn't so bad, now was it?